This is TV Platinum. Here are the top 5 stories making headlines.
In a bid to fortify Nigeria's electoral process, the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) and transport unions have joined forces through a formidable alliance. The collaborative effort was formally announced on Wednesday, July 6, 2023, in the capital city of Abuja. Highlighting the significance of this partnership, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, the chairman of INEC, emphasized that transport unions possess an extensive network of vehicles and drivers, which can be harnessed to facilitate the transportation of election materials. Additionally, he acknowledged their substantial presence in communities across Nigeria, which bolsters the prospects of conducting impartial elections. Expressing their unwavering dedication, the representatives of the transport unions pledged their wholehearted support for this collaborative venture. They vowed to employ every possible measure to ensure that the electoral proceedings transpire with utmost fairness, freedom, and transparency. Once again, Ms. Ejikeme Joy Mesoma has humbly expressed her heartfelt apologies to Prof. Ishaq Oloyede, the Registrar of the Joint Admission and Matriculations Board (JAMB), as well as to the Nigerian public. She publicly read her letter of apology during a session held by the House of Representatives at her committee, which is currently investigating the alleged manipulation of UTME results by Ms. Ejikeme Mesoma. The session took place on Wednesday in Abuja. This apology follows the House's recent motion to investigate the claims of UTME result manipulation by Ms. Ejikeme. Notably, the Registrar of JAMB, Prof. Ishaq Oloyede, and his management team were present during the investigative hearing. Ms. Ejikeme appealed to them, seeking their mercy and understanding, with a request for a reduction in the punishment imposed by the board. During the hearing, Mr. Oloyede presented 19 pieces of evidence that confirmed the falsification of the candidate's result. He also informed the committee that JAMB had taken decisive action by closing down 8 computer-based test CBT centers in connection with the forgery case. In response to the recent unfortunate incidents of indiscriminate shooting by custom officers in Katsina State, specifically on July 13, 2023, the Senate has issued a stern condemnation. Furthermore, an ad hoc committee has been formed by the Senate to thoroughly investigate these tragic customs-related killings of vulnerable individuals across Nigeria. This crucial decision was reached subsequent to a motion raised by Senator Abdulaziz Yaradua during the plenary session on Wednesday. The motion, titled Urgent Need to Investigate the Abuse of Firearms by Officers of Nigeria Customs Service in Katsina State, garnered significant support from numerous lawmakers, including Senators Ahmed Lawan, Solomon Olamilekan Ningi, and Fadaunsi Francis. The upper chamber unanimously resolved to urge the Nigerian Customs to conduct an internal investigation into the incident and identify the officers responsible. Additionally, the Senate called upon the Nigerian Customs Service to prioritize the training of its officers in effectively engaging with civilians, fostering a safer environment for all. A bipartisan delegation of members of the 9th Senate paid a visit to Vice President Kashim Shettima at the presidential villa in Abuja on Wednesday. Senators Stella Udua, Aliyu Abdullahi, Gabriel Suswam, Philip Aduda, George Sekibo, Yakubu Oseni, and Lad Njuma were among the senators who joined the visit. According to the news agency of Nigeria, the purpose of the visit, as stated by Senator Aduda during a press briefing after the meeting with the Vice President, was to express the support of the 9th Senate members to Senator Shettima. He emphasized that they came together to felicitate with the Vice President, extend their well wishes, and pray for divine wisdom in his role of serving the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Aduda further highlighted that the visit presented a bipartisan gesture from members of the All Progressives Congress, the People's Democratic Party, and the Young Progressives Party (YPP). It underscored their collective desire to pray for Vice President Shettima's success in fulfilling his responsibilities to the nation. The Department of State Services (DSS) has dismissed allegations of National Youth Service Corps certificate forgery against Dr. Peter Mbah, the incumbent governor of Enugu State and the gubernatorial candidate of the People's Democratic Party in the 2023 general elections. In a report submitted to the Enugu Election Petitions Tribunal on Wednesday, the DSS refuted claims that Mbah had forged his NYSC discharge certificate. The DSS criticized the NYSC for conducting what it deemed to be a flawed and rushed investigation, leading to the erroneous conclusion that Mbah's NYSC certificate was fraudulent. The DSS revealed that the certificates in Mbah's series were actually issued to core members in Lagos, contradicting the NYSC's findings. However, the Labour Party has countered the DSS report, asserting that it appears to be a personal opinion and not an official statement from the DSS, as it lacks the service's letterhead and official stamps.
Those are the top stories. Do subscribe and follow us across all our platforms to get more of these updates.